Back for some more vintage Supreme Cube draft. This format is going away pretty quickly and I just want to get some extra drafts in. This pack, not a lot of powerful cards. I mean, not at the power level that I'm accustomed to from this cube. There's really nothing that I'm excited about. Lion's Eye Diamond and Try and Go Storm, but that is not all that appealing to me. Experimental Frenzy, maybe that could be good with a bunch of Moxen. There's Colligan's Command, which I also quite like. It can be some sort of black-red disruptive deck. Or there's Recurring Nightmare. I've done some fun things with this, but I'm not sure what I want here. I could take Wear Tear, Colligan's Command, and just do that. Destroy all of the artifacts. Experimental Frenzy. I think I'll take this and just experiment with it. Maybe we just move on from it rather quickly, but who knows. Colligan's Command, that too. Okay. There's a Mox Emerald, and there's Dark Ritual to go with our Experimental Frenzy. Or we can take Freebooter. This card is a little bit awkward because you don't get to draw any cards, so all of the draw spells are not great. Also Polluted Delta. Well, I'll take the Mox. I think I'd take the Ritual. Otherwise, maybe the Freebooter. Let's take the Ritual. Maybe we can find some sort of use for Experimental Frenzy. Well, Desperate Ritual? Maybe. I think so. I'll try that. And what else? Ancestral Vision. No, that doesn't work. Stormcaller for the Time Walk stuff, but I don't want to do that. I think I'll take Boros Signet. Ooh, Thoughtseize and Desperate Ritual. Or there's also Rebel Master. I like a potential Rebel Master list, but I also maybe want to go deep on Experimental Frenzy. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing I should be doing. You know what? Then I'm taking the Desperate Ritual, but there's other stuff like this. If the Experimental Frenzy plan doesn't work out, then I'd rather have that Rebel Master. Let's just take the Thoughtseize, because that's definitely going in no matter what I play. So it's Ritual or Rebel Master. I think I take the Ritual. Ooh, there's another Experimental Frenzy, and now I kind of want to try and do this. Let's take the Frenzy and take the Mox Diamond then. I think that's the best card to go with Frenzy. You can discard cards that or lands that you've built up in your hand. Would like the Thoughtseize, but I'm taking the Mox Diamond. What do we have here? And there's Everflowing Chalice, which we can ramp into Frenzy with. And we can cast it for 0 off the top. And there's Taiga if you maybe want to splash. Definitely the Chalice. And what else? Impulse, but I don't want to be blue. Pyroclasm. Let's take the Taiga. What do we have here? Steam Vents to potentially splash. Godless Shrine. Angress Rampage. I think I want the Rampage, and then there's Godless Shrine. Another Mox Diamond. I like that one. Yes, let's take it. And then what else? Solemn or Nahiri. Really not sure what we're doing with Experimental Frenzy. Fire Blast. Maybe that's a thing we want to do. We can take Fire Blast here, and I think we can cast that for its alternate cost off the top. Oh man, I'm really not sure what I'm doing. Nahiri is also not bad. I think I take the Nahiri. Soul Ring, that works. Ooh, Eidolon. Would have been good, but I don't think we're an Eidolon deck anymore. Sensei's Top. Oh, that's a nice one. That's very nice with Frenzy. Alright, take that. Ancestral. Yeah, I'd like an Ancestral, but I'm not sure if that really fits into our deck. Oh, Monastery Mentor. That seems better. Goes with the Frenzy. And then I think I'm passing Ancestral, as weird as that might seem. I don't really want to try and splash for it. I'd rather just take the Sacred Foundry. Yeah. Ooh, Woe Strider. Ooh, and another Experimental Frenzy and a Chromox. Wow. Woe Strider is actually maybe good in this deck. Just scrying and clearing the top of your deck. I definitely want a third Frenzy. And then Chromox. Chromox also seems great, but Woe Strider. Maybe the Woe Strider isn't good. We'll take the Chromox. We don't really have a payoff yet, but maybe we'll get there. Who knows? Ooh, another Chromox. Runaway Steamkin. Or Yogwill. I think Yogwill is probably the pick here. I wouldn't mind picking up some more rituals and then take the Chromox. There's the Woe Strider. There's another Chromox. And there's more rituals. Oh man. I really hope we get some sort of storm card. I think I have to take Dark Ritual. And then probably... what? Chromox? Right now our win con is Monastery Mentor. Or we can take Karn. I think we take Chromox. Oh man, this deck is wild. I have no idea if it's good or if it's just terrible. I think I take Chrome Mox. Ooh, more rituals and a Badlands. Take Pyretic Ritual and a Badlands. Oh, this deck is something else. Our win condition is kind of lacking. Could take Inquisition or Chain Lightning, and Seasoned Pyromancer is also a consideration. I think we take Seasoned Pyro and Inquisition. Come on, give me a Tendrils or something like that. I think we take Woe Strider here. Pack Rat. Pack Rat works. We can discard all of the cards that we build up in our hand. Yeah, let's take Pack Rat and then take the Woe Strider. Oh man, still no Tendrils. I really want one. Take the Ready, or we can take Reanimate. Reanimate can maybe get us back our one Monastery Mentor and get something of theirs. And then we can take Firebolt to play off the top as well. Yeah, I think those are the picks. Come on, Tendrils. No! We missed on Tendrils. Ooh, that is rough. That is very rough. Now we need to win with the Monastery Mentor. I guess we take Time Walk then to make that more of a thing. We could take Duress. Yeah, we need a way to win. We currently don't have one. Not really. Time Walk and then Polluted Delta. Yeah. Ooh. If only we could have found a Tendrils, then this deck would have been super sweet. Now I think we might struggle to win games, but this is really something else. What do? We need to add some lands. We have a bunch of Moxen. We have 5 lands that we can add. We have this as mana sources. Maybe not play the Reanimate then. Let's see. This is the suggested number of lands. I think I need an island just to make that Polluted Delta able to play our Time Walk. Or maybe we just play the Time Walk only off of our Mox Diamond. We could do that too. Play it like this. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm really sad that we didn't get a Tendrils. That would have made it better. I'm not sure if this is even good, but let's try it. I'm excited to see if this works. Round 1 with the most convoluted Storm deck you've ever seen. And we open on this one. I think we have to mulligan. Only 1 land, so that's not keepable. This is better. We can play a pretty fast Frenzy. And we get the Thoughtseize them. Oh, actually didn't click mulligan. Didn't want to do that. Well, then we're stuck with this. I think we keep it. But that was... Oops. I think our deck already needed quite a bit of help, and now clicking the accidental mulligan is not good. They go Botanical Sanctum, Mox Pearl, and a bird. Mox Diamond. What does that do for us? We do play the Mox Diamond. Discard Swamp. Play a Mountain. Play our Soul Ring. Then we play a top, and we top. And ooh, there is an Experimental Frenzy. We definitely want that. Or no, we do not want that. What we want is Boros Signet, Experimental Frenzy, and then the Mox on top. And next turn we get to play the Mox, play the Seasoned Pyromancer, draw into the Frenzy, and also have the Boros Signet. Yeah, that seems sweet. Oh man, I'm so excited to play with this deck. I don't think it's actually good, but it does look very fun. What do they have? Don't blow up anything of mine. Garruk Relentless. Okay, start making some wolves. I'm fine with all of this. Play the Mox. Go play Seasoned Pyro. Yep. And then we play Boros Signet. And then we pass. Sweet. And next turn we have the Frenzy online. And then let's see what this deck can really do. Mox Emerald from our opponents. Just don't mess with our stuff. Continue playing big, dumb green things. Omnath. All right. I like our opponent. Yes, I can be on board with that. I think about it more, and maybe big green things can be hard to beat for us just because we do plan on attacking through. And yeah, that could be a problem. Prismatic Vista, so they get to fetch and make more mana. They get to go off too. Sweet. I like it. I like it when people do other things than just blue piles. They have 6 mana. They can also still make a wolf or fight our Seasoned Pyro. They decide to fight. And next turn it can tutor. Yep. Guy's down. Garruk flips. And Eidolon. What? Oh man. Eidolon is real good against us. Renin 6. Okay. They probably would have been better off sequencing that a little differently. But Eidolon. Ooh. And they return a land. Yes. They also get to gain a bunch of life with Omnath then. Well, let's see. This Frenzy needs to really do quite a lot for us. Take 2. Everflowing Chalice. Is there a reason to play that? I don't think there is. Let's just go play the Frenzy. Angrath's Rampage. Yeah. What do? We make them sacrifice a Planeswalker? Think so. We're pretty much just dead though. We can also top. I think topping might be better. Dark Ritual and Pack Rat. Yeah, I think we're just dead to Eidolon. Alright, yep. Didn't really work, but who knows? Let's try again. Anything I would want to change? Maybe I want to reanimate. No, let's just submit again. Would you like to play first? Yes, and I hope to not accidentally mulligan away a good hand. This seems good enough to keep. We can Thoughtseize them, we can Firebolt an Eidolon or like a bird, and then we'll go from there. Play Godless Shrine. Yes, we will Thoughtseize, deal a bunch of damage to ourselves. Birds, Fast Bond, Fractured Identity. I think we just take the Fractured Identity, let them have the other stuff. They get the ramp quite a bit, but they don't actually have a payoff for it. And I would hate for them to like Fractured Identity or Frenzy if it gets to that. Play a bird, they fetch, and they get to play Fast Bond. Yep, I do like our opponent's deck. Scalding Tarn taking a damage, sure, and a Mox Burrow. So their hand's on the table. I think I do not play the Firebolt. They have nothing going on, so I might as well wait. I think I also will wait on the Everflowing Chalice. I'd like to cast it kicked, get a little bit of extra mana, and hopefully we get to do the Frenzy thing once. I think it might just not be good enough for this type of use in Cube, but who knows? Sylvan carried it. That's fine. Alright, we have some time. We have some time now. Soul Ring. Well, let's just play the Soul Ring then. Do I just want to wait an extra turn? I think so. And then we can make this a 3 mana thing. Our opponent is giving us all the time in the world, which is nice. Boros Signet. Let's just play the Mox Emerald. Let's kick this 3 times and then play a Boros Signet. So now we just need to find one of our 3 Frenzies and then we're off to the races. Another Mox for our opponents. And that's the downside to Fast Bond. I thought it would be good, but then you have a bunch of Moxen and yeah, then Fast Bond doesn't actually let you play all that many extra lands. You can play this guy, but we don't actually have a lot of black mana, so let's play it. And then next turn we start making rats. I just want to find a Frenzy, especially when our opponent is giving us this much time. Ooh, Desperate Ritual. Don't need Desperate Ritual. Let's just discard that to the pack rats. I think, yeah, this is a wild one. No use in attacking, they can just block. I mean, pack rat is a fast lock. Another Mox Burrow. It's a lot of Moxen. A land and nothing. Come on, give me a Frenzy. Colligan's Command. We can make them discard their lost card. That doesn't seem that good. Let's just attack with the pack rats and make more rats. Really wish we had another black land. Oh, well, we didn't make a rat. We probably should have. Did I just firebolt them? No, I just got the firebolt to the rats. Sorry for all the misclicks, but it happens sometimes. We win. Well, this is not the win that we wanted, but we'll take it. I would just want to go off with the Frenzy one time this league. That's all I ask. Just the once. Game 3, no Frenzies. We do have a Soul Ring and we have the Rampage to make them sack their first creature or maybe a Planeswalker. And we have some rituals with this Yawgmoth's Will. Still super bummed that we didn't get a Stormwing Con. I think that would have made this deck a little bit more playable. As it is, it might be a little bit difficult. We'll see. I'm not giving up just yet. Maybe our Monastery Mentor Dream gets there. I will keep this. Botanical Sanctum, Mox Pearl, Sylvan Carriage. Yes, let's go Swamp, Soul Ring. Hopefully no Omnath next turn. Mountain, so they could play Omnath if they have it. And then our Rampage doesn't work. Mox Diamond, more mana. Eidolon, no, and a bird. Again, sequencing opponents. Let's play a Mountain. We need to find a way to kill their Eidolon first. Eidolon randomly in their deck, but very good here. At least they have a slow clock. Well, Omnath is a pretty fast clock. And a Noble. Sure. We draw a bunch of rituals. If we had a Stormwind Con, maybe we had a chance, but as is, it's looking grim. We first need to kill the Eidolon, and we're taking a ton of damage from the Omnath also. Yep. Dak, they can steal our Soul Ring. Let's just tap it then. Yeah, mana goes away. And take 6. They steal the Soul Ring. And we find a Chrome Mox. We're just dead then. Eidolon randomly hosing us here. Although, honestly, our deck also kind of hosing us. We didn't find a Frenzy, even though we had 3. And that's all she wrote. Let's try again in the next round. Round 2 with Mardu, Stormless, Storm something. Experimental Frenzy. This hand, I guess we get to disrupt them a bunch, but we're not doing so hot ourselves. I will keep it. Underground Sea. Mox Diamond. Discarding Delta, and they pass. I guess we go Badlands, Inquisition, Counterspell, Dimmer Signet, Mox Ruby, Time Spiral. Let's take the Counterspell, and then next turn we get to take the Time Spiral. They get to play, yeah, I think we're up against another Storm deck. They get to play a bunch of their Moxen and their mana, and then we can take their payoff with Time Spiral. Play another Swamp, Thoughtseize them. Tendrils. Take the Time Spiral, leave them with Tendrils, a land and nothing. We really just need a Frenzy. Let's play our Mountain. Don't need to play anything else. If I draw a Mentor, I'd rather be able to do that. This is pass. They fetch. Come on, give me a Frenzy. I want to try, and our opponent's not putting a lot of pressure on us, so this is the time to maybe do it. Okay, what is this? 3 mana, Monastery Mentor. Well, okay, now we get to maybe do something. We get to go... Do we have a black-white land to fetch? I think we do. And the downside to this is we won't get to make a ton of Mentor tokens. Yeah, we can fetch Godless Shrine, play Mentor using the Mox Emerald, and then Angerous Rampage, make them sack a guy. We do take 3 damage that way, giving them some free Storm, but it does give us a Mox Diamond as a leftover. So I think that's worth it because it makes our clock a lot faster. Get the Godless Shrine. We don't have blue mana now. Would like to pay 2 life, yes. Play Mox Emeralds. Play our own Mentor. And then make them sacrifice their creature. We get a token. And I really just want to find a Frenzy. That's all I want. We're down to 15. Dark Confidants, sure. Everflowing Chalice. I think I just play the Everflowing Chalice for 4. Can also use this Dark Ritual to cast it for more. I think that's fine. We get another token, and then still hoping to find that Frenzy. Yeah, we beat in. They go down to 14. Let's see what they reveal. Remand. So they can remand their Tendrils, but they can't play it again. So yeah, that doesn't actually work. They can remand something of ours, but that seems pretty bad because then we get more prowess triggers. So I think we might be able to win this, although we're still not doing what I want to be doing. Remand also pretty good against Experimental Frenzy. Yeah, real good. Card goes back to hand, can't even cast it. Obviously it's also good just to remand the Frenzy and make me spend 4 mana again, but our opponent is thinking, do they just want to play Tendrils to gain a bit of life back? And they decide not to. There's the Frenzy. Do we just go Dark Ritual? Yep. Make 3. We might as well play the Mox Diamond. Get more Monks, more prowess triggers. And then I will also play the Frenzy, leaving the black mana. More Monks, more prowess triggers. I imagine this gets remanded. It does. We still get to play it again. More Monks, more prowess triggers. Okay, this is sort of going off. Sad that they had the remand there. Time Walk on top. And we can't cast it, and then next turn we have it in our hand. Well, we still get to bash them for enough damage, so doesn't matter, but kind of got to go off there. Oh, they're down to 2, so they're not just dead. But they need to draw like a Twister or something, and they scoop. All right, I guess I'll take it. It's not exactly how we drew it up. Any changes? I do not think so. Let's just resubmit. This hand doesn't do anything. We need a Frenzy. Let's just mulligan. Not much better, but maybe keepable. Let's just keep and put back the Time Walk. That's not going to be relevant anytime soon. Yeah, this deck is a wild one. Maybe we should have also looked for like some Wheel of Fortunes, but that doesn't really synergize with Frenzy. Tundra, Mox Jet, Mox Sapphire. Oh, they went down to 5. Oh, Monastery Mentor. Well, I think we just go Swamp, Crow Mox, exile Nahiri, and make them sacrifice a creature. And that should be good. That's down. Next turn we get to play a Frenzy. Time Walk. Ooh, they had Monastery Mentor Time Walk. Yeah, that's a good one. They do nothing. Seasoned Pyro. I think we go Dark Ritual and then play Frenzy. Ooh, top. Nice. Crow Mox. Oh yes, we are doing it. Exiling Seasoned Pyromancer. And do we top again? So we can top. What do we want? I mean, we can Crow Mox the Desperate Ritual. We can also just put back, I think we put back Crow Mox, Polluted Delta, Desperate Ritual. Desperate Ritual on top. And then let's see what happens. I mean, I'm glad our opponents, yeah, it feels harsh to say, but I'm kind of glad our opponent doesn't, we don't get to do our thing. I was just going to say I'm glad our opponent's not doing all too hot because I'm not sure this would have otherwise been good enough. But we kind of got to see what we may have been able to do. All right, I'll take a win with this deck. Let's see if we can get a second. Final round with our Mardu Stormless Storm deck with Experimental Frenzy. We sort of got to see what our deck could do that round, but not really. We never really went off. Glad we got a win, but not the way we wanted it. And we'll keep this, and let's just see how this goes. Turn 1, Badlands, and then play top, and then upkeep I will top. I don't need to rush out this Experimental Frenzy. Island, Mox Jet, Black Lotus. Ooh, okay, they don't do anything. Look at the top. Hopefully we find a land. Ooh, we find a bunch of lands. I think it's Mountain, Delta, Mountain. Then we just draw our land, play it, and just pass. Kind of scared of what our opponent can do here. Ancestral. It's powerful stuff. 3 power 9 cards on the first turn. Island, another Sapphire. It's a bunch of Moxen. Not sure if our Experimental Frenzy deck can compete with all of this. I sort of hope that they play something, but I'm also scared if they play something. I don't want to get my Experimental Frenzy countered per se. Okay, they are going to cast something. Tezzeret the Seeker. Tezzeret's good. They search for an artifact. Which one? Something of 1. Soul Ring. Oh man, their deck seems great. They also have 2 blue up. Let's just look at the top. Godless Shrine, Mountain, Polluted Delta. Huh. What do I want to do here? I think I just put Godless Shrine, Mountain, Delta. Okay. Then take a draw. Play the Delta. I think I'll play Island. Play Time Walk. Maybe this gets countered. Remand. Sure. But we're up against it with our opponent's deck. Let's see what they have. Untap 2 artifacts. So they're ramping. Don't mind twist me. Please. Don't mind twist me. That would be regret. Oh, this looks like a mind twist. Ah, this makes me regret not casting the Frenzy then. I'm just going to scoop it up. No need to show them what we're up to. That's unfortunate. Frenzy would have been very good against mind twist. Let's just resubmit. Hopefully they don't have another absurd hand like that one. That was kind of crazy. And I don't think we can compete with that. We don't have a black source except for this Chrome Mox. I think we do have to keep this though. And put back what? Or exile what? Or we just mulligan because we're not actually doing anything. We get to Thoughtseize them a bunch and maybe give them a non-functional hand. Yeah, I'll keep it. And then what do I exile for this Chrome Mox? Maybe just Dark Ritual? Probably. Exile Dark Ritual and Inquisition them. Hopefully we get to disrupt them meaningfully. Mana Leak, Tinker, Spellseeker, Mox Emerald. I think I just take the Tinker then. Could have also taken the Mox Emerald. Island, Emerald. Yep. Draw a card. Let's just Thoughtseize them. If they want a Mana Leak, they can. I imagine they do. Yeah, I probably should have taken the Emerald and then Thoughtseize the Tinker. If Spellseeker, they can Spellseeker for Ancestral. Yeah, that's the Spellseeker. Imagine that's getting Ancestral. Seasoned Pyro. We can Ritual out a Seasoned Pyro. I think we will. Sad to lose the Yogg-Will, but we get 2 more rituals. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yep, the Ancestral. What more do they have? We need a Frenzy pretty quickly. Black Lotus. Don't mind twist me. Come on. No, Chrome Mox. Well, I guess we just slam then. There's nothing else we want to do. But I feel like this is not going to work out. They don't do anything. Woe Strider. You can Ritual out a Woe Strider. I guess we do. Ritual. Woe Strider. I guess that was not what our opponent was expecting. They're gonna counter this. I'm just gonna remand it. Counterspell even. Well, I guess we get to escape it. But it does require double black, so maybe we should have actually gone Chrome Mox, exile the Pyretic Ritual, and Woe Strider that way. Then if it indeed gets countered, we have the double black next turn. But yeah, okay, opponent keeps playing lands and not doing anything. Swamp, hey, that's another black source. Can we get Woe Strider out? No, Woe Strider is 5 mana, and we only have 4 mana. So slam it again. Down to 11. I mean, they have to have something, right? They still have a Breeding Pool in hand, that we know. What is this? 4 mana Venser. They're gonna bounce our Chrome Mox. Rude. Woe Strider, Dream, dead. And then we can attack with the Seasoned Pyro and trade for the Venser, and then maybe we can exile the Seasoned Pyro. Ooh, they're using their Lotus mana. I guess this might then be the end of the game. Sundering Titan, killing both our lands. Yeah, okay. I'll keep playing for science. Breeding Pool, sure. Venser attacks, yep. Time Walk, perfect. I'm gonna scoop it up. I feel that we got a little unlucky to get paired against this opponent in our final round, but yeah, the theory of the deck was there. I think the execution, not entirely. Not sure if this is in a deck that I will attempt to draft ever again, but it was fun. In the end, Experimental Frenzy, a failed experiment, have to say. See you for the next one.